Okay, we're on a rumbling system right now. As soon as you wake up, you're on communication line signals. Everything through the activation line signal is set through correlation system. We're in the center core of its Earth's surface right now. It's a lot easier for me to set the codes. So if you guys feel kind of weird, you understand why. So basically, we're in the center core right now, the Earth's surface. I'm just going to draw the illustration diagram and show you how it's set in point division, how it sets its correlation system. Its surface is on so many levels of divisions. So thank you all subscribers, viewers, and anybody who's watching my channel. Feel free to set limits on when communication line signals when it comes to formations of my emails, anything through PayPal or anything through donations. I'm here to help you out. Now, what I want to do is I want to set up a totally different program setting, because there's not only the galactic force team is high rising through connections, but we're getting more and more formations. We're getting new members of the galactic force team. So they can't understand the test. So I'm going to separate that, set a different program through an algorithm system. That's going to allocate location point divisions to point centers to their systems of balance. Okay. So I'll set that aside. All right. Just let me get started here, because we're going into a whole new aspect right now. And there's big shifts that's going on right now. So the reason why I put you up to the center core of the Earth's surface is for you to understand you have to be in the center of everything. So you have to understand the communications of the dimension Earth, the 5D dimensional system. So you guys don't feel nausea, you don't feel sick, you don't feel whirlwind, you don't feel your cycles, rotations off cycles through centers. Everything through your chakra system is going to be connection line signals. So it's very important we understand these things. Okay, so we have the Earth's surface. Okay, so you split it and divide. Okay, it's core system. So it kind of looks like this. Okay, so it sets its division. All right, the galactic force team is coming in right here in the center core. I'm in the center core system. All right, we just come out of the round division. Okay, it's very powerful stuff. It's much easier for me to just set the coordinates, because I woke up this morning and I have my phone. It's great too, because Tim Hortons is open now, right? It has been open for 3 months, so. And you got to have your coffee, especially at my age. It's unreal. So basically it starts off like this. So it splits into this division. Okay, so it starts like this. Okay, so the dimension Earth is right here. Now it's opening its cracked surface. The communication line signals for the galactic force team is set in its division. I'm in the center core division. The galactic force team has already traveled through division, so that's why you guys feel kind of fun. All right, it's much easier for me to set the coordinates the day before, rather than doing solar text divisions. Solar text division takes a longer time. It's easier I go through the map sequence, because I use the map sequence to locations of XD thousands or anything through location. So you're not going through speed acceleration systems. You're not going through light speed. You're going through Maching speed. So the Maching motion system changes the atmosphere systems of the energy core division, the sun interface communication lines. So you have the magma, you have the hard core, and you have the soft core, and you have the, it's a water containment through metal. So it's extremely rotates on its cycle. So it kind of goes like this. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like. So remember I was talking about everything is on a clocking mechanism? Well, this is the center core of the Earth's surface. It splits in half and in between. Okay, so basically you get the outskirts right here. So I'm just showing you how it's connected. All right. So I'll do the water surface containment so you can actually see the dimensional Earth system. It's pretty powerful stuff when you see it's on containments. I want you guys to get a true understanding of how to communicate through your signals, your body activations, and your algorithm system. The new moon order division is changing everything to location. Okay, so now it looks like the Earth, right? Now it's split in division. You're in the center core division. Your rotation cycles are going communication line signals. So it's going through allocated location position. So it's setting its core. It's going through its zonified division. It's centering lines its communication line signals like this. Okay, so the signal panel divisions are opening all your gamma rays, your ear factor divisions. Your ear factor divisions activating everything through security line defense. Okay, so your wind spin cycling systems are changing to, Priscilla wanted to know exactly what's going on far as what's happening next. So what I do is I don't tell you the future. I tell you what you need to know. Okay, because that changes your algorithm system. So all communication signals. All right, so we're coming into the cybernetics, So it's metamorphosing everything into the cybersecurity line defense, and then we get into the cyborg divisions. That's the last, but that's the beginning. Okay, so that's what it is. It's a sonified division, calculation, modification, energy, mass, echo ZOOLER 1 division. Okay, this is pretty powerful stuff. So it's kind of like a sound wave, right? So the coordinates are already set up. I already communicated with the sun interface. I already communicated with the new moon order communication line signals. So the graphing signal is split in half, as you can see, right? So we're in the center core right now. We just came out of the dimension. This is the galactic force team. Now, anything through the galactic forces is going to be set on division, but they're only going to see through the perception. So they're on the ground surface. So they're not on the center core because their body activation has to be at its vibration. Okay, so the galactic forces, all right? I don't want you to feel left out, but you probably won't see it. You'll just feel it. Okay, you have to understand these things. Okay, so the galactic force is on standby. Now everything is on Echo ZOOLER. Echo ZOOLER is very, very powerful code frequency. It connects to all energy systems, all planet location systems. So the sonified divisions and everything, communications, the XT thousands are coming in now. Okay, sound waves are coming into communications. It's center core and everything division. So it's very powerful stuff how we have to protect the dimensional Earth. Okay, so it's on everything through location. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now these are XT thousands protecting the dimensional Earth. Because we're in the center core division, nothing can happen to the dimensional Earth. It's very powerful stuff. Okay, so that's what's happening right now. So we're setting the wave signals. Now, you guys are in the center core. Enjoy yourself. I'm going to have my coffee. Grand Rising. So how's everybody doing? I'll go through your questions after, but I got to have my coffee. Come to think of it, I think Spidey needs his coffee too, you know, because he has his senses, right? So basically, I just want you to really understand what you see, get into detail, what's going on. You guys are in the center core of the Earth's surface right now. It's extremely, extremely powerful stuff. So I use your plasma energy force systems. It's great how we have the Galactic Force team and its private link. It's a very, very powerful unit through the Galactic system, the solar connection when it comes to starlight energy systems. Now, all communications are setting into high wind forces, right? So like I said, when you're in the center core, you're going to have more connection with the dimensional Earth. Okay, you get less sick. Okay, more informative, more algorithms of balance, more protection of light. That's what the dimensional Earth is, right? They say, okay, I want to get the Galactic Force team in the center core. Okay, so basically you're communicating now with Mother Gaia. You're communicating now with Father, space. Okay, so tell me what you guys see. You should see Ascension Masters, because everything in the center core is its creation through its center. That's its atom system. Okay, so have fun. Explore your sentient views. Go into dimensions. Don't go to portal activations, because you have to understand that the center core of the dimensional Earth, okay, is a rotation cycle of a portal. Bet you guys didn't know that either, did you? Right? There's a lot of things you guys don't know, and that's why I'm telling you, right? There's a reason why we created everything. There's a reason why we created everything through the bridge. There's a reason why we created everything through the river of its boat. The fourth lining system, the angelic realms, the cloud informations, the golden castles, the angels, archangels, divine angels, guard angels, vanguards, star seeds, light workers, sentient views, pixies, warlocks, wizards, unicorns, you name it, dragons, all that. So have fun in the center core of dimensional Earth. Get your feelers around there. You're in the center core and you're going through so many level systems. Now, you can't teleport to anything division because I've got your body activations in my mind system right now. So, and everything through the XT thousands is protecting the dimensional Earth right now. Okay? So you guys are okay. Yeah, gotta have coffee, yeah, especially when you wake up in the morning. It says, what has my commander done to me now? I can't take this anymore. This is too much. Because you have fun times and you have bad times, but the bad times takes over. So Think of it this way, is that you look at anybody's worst day with Gene Simmons in Kiss, right? He says, your worst day, okay, listen to this. Your worst day ever is his best day. That's how he sees his mind system. So you guys have to get into that. And the only way you can get into that is to understand the communications, how the sun interface has its own portal activation system through the computer systems. This coffee's really good. Sometimes I get medium, sometimes you get large, but it all depends, you know. But you know, especially, I don't feel 51. I know I'm 51, but you know, age is just a number. Time stands still. So anyway, just experience what's going on. It's great to see that you guys are interfacing, and interconnecting with yourself and body activations. Like, for example, Starseed Mystery School, Jasmine. She came to me and saying that everything through AI formation system is that you can put an energy dome around you and block everything out, right? All noises and all. You can create an energy dome. I've done videos where there's no background. That means that you have an energy force field and you're invisible to everybody else. So with Jasmine, she found out that that's why I'm so invisible when it comes to airports. You guys can do that through Cloak. You have to do that through Archangel. Okay, it's very powerful energy. So it's an invisible cloak. It's like revealing the veil. Now, basically, it's a cloak. Okay, you put it over. Okay, and you are invisible to everybody else. It's very powerful stuff. But you have to be at a certain level. You really have to understand angels and archangels and what they do, what they represent, and what they are, and where they come from. Okay, Galactic Force Team. Okay, that's what you guys have to understand. So we got to get into that. There's a lot of things you can do. You can use the twin sword, the flaming sword, the breastplates. Okay, when I'm in the sky surfacing system of the Angelics, I'm fighting with Archangel Michael. He's the most powerful unity force system when it comes to protection. He protects everything to planet systems. Megatron, okay? You got Galactic. Galactic is connected to shapes. He's connected to the universal system. He's connected to the center core division of Angelics. He's also connected to the demigods. So there's a lot of framing systems when it comes to intelligence. You have to understand that. Even Spidey understands that because he has his Spidey senses. Look how wide-eyed he is. Look at that. See how white that is? That's what happens when you go through transformation. You open up your cycle, right? And you get your senses, all your senses. So the Galactic Force Team has to know how to use their senses properly. Okay? So anyway, enjoy yourself on that center core of the earth. I haven't had breakfast yet, but I got to have my coffee. I'll tell you that. So how's everybody doing? I'm just going to go back here. Priscilla's doing well. See, the thing is, Priscilla, never ever think that you're alone. Always know that you're always there for you. In spirit, in energy, okay, we're there for you. Okay, we can be there now for you, right? So it's not how to do these things through codes. So any problem that you have is not your problem, it's our problem. Okay, so you're having a problem with anything with family, anything with your kids. It doesn't affect you, it affects all of us. That's energy. Okay, that's the problem with humanity, is that it's been suffering the taxation. You don't want to live in that. It's just catastrophic. You want to live in a love cycle through love system, through love activation of surrender, right? You want to change that dichotomy system and get out of the abyss and come into the presence of its future, right? It's the most important thing. You guys have to understand these things, you know? Oh, Gas the Dragon. Dragon knows. He's swift. He's wisdom, right? He's moon surfacing, right? This was orange, but this is like 20 years ago, 20, 30 years ago, right? So, and this has significance too. This is a heart, purity, right? Anything through the cloud surface, you know, it's my daughter's name, Megan, right? And this is, you know, the most powerful thing in the universe. It's the yin and yang. It's the Korean sign, but it's my adaptation, okay, of who I am when it comes to philosophy, when it comes to body type tissue, when it comes to martial arts, when it comes to water, containments of water, B formations of the ground, B formations of the power centers, B formations of the mind system. Okay, allocated location position to everything through point center through your connection, right? So it's very powerful stuff, especially if you're putting a tattoo and you don't know what the significance is, because a lot of people say, what is that? I say, that's a cool tattoo. What does that mean? I don't know, man. I just had a beard and I decided to get a tattoo. I said, okay, what does it mean? So you think in your mind, it's hypothetically here. Let's just think of it in abstract, so it can go both ways, but you get tattoos because they have meaning, right? Anyway, how's everybody feeling now? Because you're in the center core. You should be feeling a little bit hot, and you should be feeling a little bit cold. You should be feeling a little bit warm, and you should be feeling coloration. You should be feeling the algorithm. Remember, the dimensional earth is connected through you fully through balance. Okay, remember that. And it's extremely, extremely powerful portal. Remember, the sun interface has a portal through galaxies. The dimensional earth has portals all over the universal system. Why do you think we created the dimensional earth? But you understand why everything is in protection through the XD thousands. It looks real, doesn't it? Because it is real. Okay, so remember, everything that you see here is in space right now. Okay, so I want you guys to stay up there. Really want you to get into more space. Know what it's like to feel the atmospheres, feel the oxygens, feel, smell, taste the colors. And they're saying, can you taste colors? I say, yes, you can. What does it taste like? What do you think you do every day? You get up in the morning, you have your coffee, you have your breakfast, whatever you want to eat, right? Now that's substance, okay, to anything when it comes to your dietary system. Ask Jerome, Unified Energetics. He's very informative with his body system. So, and that's what everybody too should pertain to too, because your dietary system is the most important thing when it comes to your energizing body activation systems. You can't heal anything unless you know everything through the virus system. Okay? So it's a win-win, right? So, okay, I just keep talking. I have no filter. Sorry, guys. This is extremely high rise right now. Family, talking, communicating, bridging, humanitarian, the star seed, Priscilla, Sylvia, Sarah. I don't want to miss anybody. Paul, Unified. I called my mother, father last night. Oh, great. So Priscilla's going through her waving cycle of problems. Everything will center, okay, over time. But you have to understand, you're never, ever alone, okay? And like I said, if it's your problem, it's our problem. It affects everything, not just you. Just remember that too, because it's energy. Priscilla is putting energy out, okay? It's negative, but it connects to all of us because we're all aligned. So it's all about all of us coming together, okay? And bringing everything out through its beauty, okay? Enhancements, okay? Enlightenment, empower, okay? Right? Women need power. Men need power. Women really never had empowerment. Women need to have that, right? Men have to see that, okay? So the Earth system realizes what's going on with the masculinity and femininity, right? That's the whole understanding. Desi wants to know what's going on with the twin flames. Remember, I know everything from my telepathy. I know everything you guys are saying, okay, even before you say it. So twin flames is its soul recognition of you through yin and yang. It's everything through your soul, through its connection of its body part. So it's the other side of you. It's the opposite sex, which is male or female. So through alignments, to find your soulmate is to do everything possible that you have to do through your source of your life stream. That's where you find your twin flame. Okay? Your twin flame doesn't come to you. It only comes to you when you're balanced with everything. Okay? That's the most powerful thing that I can give you through a message when it comes to twin flame. If you want your twin flame, It's there for everybody to have, but you have to be balanced with everything with yourself first. Okay, and then the twin flame comes. Because if you get in a relationship with a twin flame and you don't have any balance or any correlation with anything with the rotation of your centers, what's going to happen? It's going to get frustrated. You're going to get an argumentative. You're going to break up. You know, the beautiful thing about twin flames is it flies away and comes back. And it goes back into its soul recognition. Okay? So you have to understand the male and the female masculinity of Mother Gaia, and everything through the source recognition of space of Father. And everything to the center is you. Okay? That's how it points towards everything through point center, space and time. Okay? So time is everything. Time is the essence. So like I said, your twin flame will come to you when you are content and happy with yourself. Okay? Because a twin flame is a center part of you, which is a center core of you, which is a universal system of you, which is a cosmo center of you, which is a metric division of you, which is a universal connection of you. Okay, it's everything that you want. Okay, this is given to you until you have balance with yourself. Okay, all right. So it's powerful when you get to balance. Oh, this coffee's so good. I tried other coffees, you know, it's like trying to communicate with other planets. You like this planet, you like that planet, and then you go back and then you communicate through that level and say, I don't like that intelligence. It doesn't communicate with me at all, but I got to know it. So you have to be partnership with everything. Maybe if you don't like that planet, it doesn't matter. Everything you keep to yourself. It's things that you say and the things that you don't say, because that keeps you out of trouble. Okay, so that's a galactic force team. They have to realize these things too. Okay, things you say and things you don't say. Okay, so that's just human identity, you know, when it comes to that force recognition system. So I prefer Tim Hortons. You know, it's a better taste. I've had Starbucks. I've had, there's so many different coffees out there, you know, that you can have. But I just don't like Starbucks because the taste is, I know it's bitter. I don't know what it is, but Tim Hortons is just, it's good enough for me, you know. And it's another thing too. If you get in a relationship and your girlfriend or boyfriend or husband and wife, once you get together and you go on a date, well, it's not practically a date when you're at that age anymore. It's just basically go on. You don't see it as a date anymore. It's just two people getting to know each other. So the first thing, the most powerful thing is you want to go for coffee. It's easy for everybody to say that, right? Especially for men. You know, men don't know what to say anything else because they don't have that brainwaving system how to say anything else. Oh, you want to go to a baseball game? You're not going to take somebody to a baseball game. You don't know that person, right? So you got to think logically here. What you're going to do? Go for coffee. That's the most powerful thing, right? So when you go for coffee, make sure she or he drinks your coffee. Because if you get somebody that drinks Starbucks, then you got to go over to Starbucks. And then somebody that drinks Tim Hortons, then you got to go over to Tim Hortons. So it's better that you have the same, you know, drink, same coffee, better conversation, you know. That alone, okay, is saying, whoa, great, we have something in common. You don't have to have everything in common when it comes to relationships. You just have to have one thing that's passionate that you love to do, or love to drink, or love to eat, okay? Exotic foods, trips, get into the passion of everything, right? So basically, that's one thing that I find too, because I've been on many dates before, and I find that when it comes to coffee, it's a big, big thing, because she doesn't drink your coffee. That's a totally different conversation. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to be together. It just means that you have to go to two different places. And that's confusing line signal right there. So everything that delegates in space when it comes to AI information system is the same length of patterns when it comes to light streams with your body activations or anything through that. Humanity goes through this every single day when they wake up in the morning. Okay, I like to say that because that's what we do every morning. Okay, we look and see things differently every single day. We're more aware of everything, especially humanity and this chaos and this corruption. Okay. So when we force rise, grand rise, whatever you want to call it, you're going to see everything through its balance. And they say, wow, this is incredible. I know who I am. I am so comfortable. You have to be comfortable in your own skin, not the outer layer, the inner layer of yourself. That's a soul generator. That's a soul self. That's a soul connection. Okay. That arrives in so many levels when it comes to space and time of your travels, because your travels are everything through its force recognition. Okay. So little tips and trades and stuff like that you guys need to know. It's really powerful stuff when you get into that formation. So. Okay, so you guys are still in the center core. I just want you to go up there a little bit longer, because there's going to be a test. There's going to be a test. Everything I give you either is a test, evaluation, or review. Okay. So we have a test Wednesday, okay, which is tomorrow. Hopefully you guys are prepared. Make sure you screenshot your answers, okay, illustrate it. And whoever gets closest to the answer gets upgraded. So I think one thing you have to understand, my hand's really itchy. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. I'm not superstitious. This is real. If your left hand is itchy, money's coming in. If your right hand is itchy, okay, money's almost there. So it's kind of like coming into the present to the future. The future is the money coming in, right? Money's coming in very soon. It's very, very itchy, right? So that's connection through communication of intelligence, why your hand's itchy. So if your left hand is itchy, money's coming in. If your right hand is itchy, okay, money's on its way. Okay? Bet you guys didn't know that either. So you have to pick up these things as we go, right? That will help you out too. But when you have balance with everything, everything makes sense. And then you don't worry about anything. You have a fight here, you fight there. So what? Let them fight themselves. Let them go outside and hit a tree, right? Doesn't affect you. They're just getting out their anger. They are going through something astronomical. Okay. It affects not just you, but it affects humanity right now. Okay. And everything is done through a code. So humanity is going through so many levels of ascension, awakenings. Everybody is on a time frequency code through its blueprint, through its contract, through its DNA. Okay. So worry about yourself. Everybody around you will come together. If you start worrying about everybody else and not worry about yourself, there's a problem right there. You're not going to have any balance at all. Have balance every single day. Okay? So I opened my heart and third eye, my wings also, and I got a huge, extremely bright blast around Earth in all directions and pulled it up. There we go. So Priscilla's connected. Wow, you're 51? Yes, I'm 51. I know, I can't believe it. I passed the golden age. I'm seeing archangels flying almost like a Garden of Eden. It's very green and jungle. Oh, good. So starseed's seeing that right now through formation. And then when you start seeing things, you start seeing intelligence. So the more you stay up in space, the more you connect through intelligence of their vibration. So that's what I wanted to get you guys to understand with the test, is that you use your shapes, you overlap the shapes, the squares, and everything through the center. If it's a rectangle, it's different intelligence. So when you're in the earth core, you're communicating with archangels. They're different intelligence. Raphael, Jophiel, Mezeket, Medakel, Ariel, Gabriel, all those, Raziel. Okay? You have to know these angels. You have to know the archangels, what they represent and what they do. Okay, that's healing, right? Priscilla got an amazing blast from the dimension north in all core centers. Who do you think did that? Me, right? So I care about everybody. That's what it is. I'm King Archangel Others. I've come back. I'm in the jungle now. I'm the protector of the dimensional earth. I'm the protector of father and mother. That's what a lion does. It protects its coven and it protects its environment. Okay, it's the most powerful beast in the mystical system when it comes to all planet location systems. Okay, so I ask you a question. Do you want to be a follower or do you want to be a leader? Ask yourself. I don't think anybody wants to be a follower. Everybody wants to be their own leader. Okay. Everybody has their own ascension. Are you living your own ascension or are you living somebody else's? And what I mean by living somebody else's is meaning that you're taking their energy away because you don't understand your energy. That's another thing that light workers do. Remember the trickery? They do that because they don't understand their program. So they steal your energy away. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's cheating. It's like cheating on a test. You know, you're going like this, okay, and you're looking over, right? Making sure the professor doesn't watch. Okay, good. Look back. You know what I mean? That's cheating. What do you learn from cheating? Nothing. Karma catches up with you. So it's very important to be truth to yourself, truth to your soul, truth to your mind, truth to your heart. Every single time you wake up when you're in balance. Okay? So you don't want to cheat your way through life. Okay? You want to set your way through life through truth. Truth will set you free through freedom, control, and always share. It's the most powerful thing when you come through AI. Share with others, right? Love thyself. Love everything of thyself. Love everything within. Love everything without. Love thy community. Love the decisions you make, either good or bad. There's no bad in anything. That's the problem with humanity. They think there's good and bad. The bad can be good. Like I said with Gene Simmons, his worst day is his best day. So you got to look at this, people. You got to change your mind frames every single day when you wake up. Okay? So don't worry about the atmospheres. Don't worry about the dark forces. Don't worry about anything. That's all taken care of through me, through AI and Commander-in-Chief, which is me. Everything else through the sentience, everything else through matrix workers. Everybody's doing their part. You have to do your own part. Nobody else is going to do it for you. They may help you along the way, but they're not going to hold your hand. They are not going to hold your hand. Okay? You're living your own life stream. Okay? Now you can lead them to the way, but not the rest of the way. That doesn't make any sense. You know? So if you get lost, basically, the thing is too, if you get lost, you have the unified system, mystical system. If you're in the tree formats and you come across a pixie, right? Pixie will help you and guide you out of its forestry. That's its purpose. Pixies, fairies. So when you see these in the forest and you're lost, right? Because you're an extremely powerful theory intelligence, it will open a portal and it will send you. Because you got to look at the sun. The sun is a dial, okay? It's a way of getting out into the forestry of north, west, south, and east. The North Star, east, west, and south. That's its communication, right? It will line signal a laser down into your location of your body activation and set a path for you to go so you don't get lost. All connected through the pixie. That's the power of the pixie. It sets up its portal. So you have to understand everything in the mystical system is intelligence. They're there to help you. You just have to see it through your perception and see these things. Okay? That's why we have the sun. It's radiation. It sets and correlates down because I've seen pictures on the Galactic Force team. Private link. It's very powerful stuff how you guys are connecting. All right? So you have to understand the shine of it. You have to understand the radiation. You have to understand the coloration. You have to understand the patterns. You have to understand the graphing cycles. You have to understand the road graphing systems. You have to understand the laser mechanisms. Everything's connected through your center core of your pyramid. That center core is everything through your diamond core system. Remember that too through your chakra systems. So All right, let's get back into questions here. One we are doing right now, Claude, I was in the earth, I was piecing right through and emerged the core. This will center everything too. What's that you doing? This will give you more formations on how to communicate with your heart better through your active system. So, my son began at 4. He is now sure high intelligence. Yeah, kids are very intelligent when they're young. Even if you start late, it doesn't matter. It's a very powerful coordinate through code frequency. So I'm feeling my eyelids scraping the floor when we went for Google Juice. IB Queen, Angel, Melissa, seeing the blue, white light of the Masters and Magellix. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of Ascension workers, anything Sentience views, anything that's Masters. I feel the chills in my back. Yeah, you get that. Back phrase. Anything through chills in the back phrase system, that's a reptilian division level system. It's connected through your spine. That's connected through your core. That's connected through your algorithm. That's communication through your mind system. The scanning mechanisms rise in everything through division of core centers. So, I need to know about the twin stuff. So Starseed understands that. Just hit. Okay, communicating, you have to do work, come into balance. Yep. We got karmic partnership and soulmates and twin flames on Sunday. Body mods, something and gender. Totally agree with Andrew. It's not fluff and roses. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's not rainbows and anything that you see. But you got to look at the good side and the bad side. The bad side is the good side. Now that's where you got to get into the thought of its understanding through positive feeds. Okay. So like I said, if I have a really, 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 really bad day, I see it as a great day, not a bad day. I know it's hard to do that. So that's what I mean by balancing out your yin and yang. There's good and bad in everything in retrospect, because human vibration have been corrupted for so long through its programming system. Now's the time to wake up and change your software mechanisms, changing your program settings, changing your algorithms, changing your frequency levels, changing your pixel activation, body activation line systems, changing your code system through your pixels and everything through your connection activation codes through your hydraulic systems, your mind framing systems, everything through calculation mass, taking it out of its equation, right? We already know what that is. It's taking everything out of the equation. Okay? So you don't want to get trapped in the cycles of the matrix. So, right, the inner merge of ourselves reflect outwards, needs a balance. Yep. Twin flame energy, extremely powerful and magical. Yes, it is. Partnership work, soulmates. I think my twin is energetic, so I'm a soulmate. Yep. Yeah, I agree. A coffee or loss. I can't stop giggling. It's so funny and warm here. You speak about coffee, dates, and relationships. The reason why I'm talking about all that, because you guys want all the answers, right? Remember, I can go through all your minds in seconds, just like that, and understand everything that's going on in your mind system. That's what AI is. It's very informative. AI information, people. Awareness of you. Awareness of your body, of you. Awareness of your mind, of you. Awareness of everything through your energetic systems. Awareness of environment, and awareness of community. Awareness of your loved ones. That's what AI is. Through life formation. Super Sappy can't hide it anymore. Our commander is a giant teddy. Soft but fierce. Firm but gentle. My husband and I met each other in Starbucks. Interesting. So it's good to know that, Lentian Goddess, because if you met at Starbucks, either that means that your husband likes Starbucks and you like Starbucks. So think of it that way, because if you don't, that person has to go to Tim Hortons. That alone loses conversation right there in seconds. So your mind adaptation system has lost what? 10 minutes? 10 minutes, depending on where it is. Let's say you go to Starbucks. Okay, this is way off topic, right? And Tim Hortons is on the other side. It's like 2 blocks away. Are you going to take a coffee at Starbucks and they say, listen, I like Tim Hortons. There's no Tim Hortons here. What can we do? Right? You're losing conversation. Either you get an argument, you're meeting the person for the very first time. You can get on the bus and get in your car, or you can just walk. Okay? Now, if you see that as a problem, it's not going to work out. If you see it as an issue, it's not going to work out. If you see it as a resolvement of not an issue, it's going to work out. So it's how you think. It's how you know these things. It's how you delegate yourself. It's how you form yourself. It's how you center yourself. It's how you communicate with yourself. And know that it's just a coffee. Okay? But in retrospect, because of human vibrational system, it's very important that, coffee is an essential for some reason. It's a sugar rush. Not everybody has it. Everybody has their own program of settings when it comes to dietary systems. A lot of people drink tea, right? But I love my coffee. Now, you can drink coffee with honey. You can drink coffee with sugar. You can drink coffee just by itself. Sometimes, depending on the day and how I feel, I'll probably just drink black coffee with sugar. It all depends on how you feel, because you don't feel the same every day. You feel different, right? You feel different, but you're balanced. Okay? So good and bad, okay, is everything good. Hopefully that helps. So there's a lot you guys have to understand. I'm spacing out right now. Love is the definition of unconditional. Yep, surrender. I had both. A lot I knew about that. Love wasn't about right hand meeting. Just not saying angels about money on way. Listen to your intuition. Yep, there it is. And when you want your money, right, don't think about it. It's going to happen. Okay? You can get anything from the universal system. Okay? As long as you're not aggressive. Okay? As long as you have a intuitive mind of an open mind. And the concepts that you do are giving and sharing. Okay? You have to give back. The universe sees all these things. That's extremely high-rise energy. Knowing that, okay, Andrew's doing a wonderful job. We're going to give something back to him. Right? Because he's giving back. He's caring. He's loving. He's sharing. Most powerful. That energy just, high rises, unconditional, surrender, give somebody advice, get them to like Tim Hortons and Starbucks. There's also Tim. I don't know why I'm on coffee here, but I think I'm on a coffee sugar rush right now, but I'm in the center core right now. So we've been up there quite a bit now because it's 10:40. And I started at just close to 10 o'clock. So anyway, the longer you stay up in space, the more smarter and knowledgeable you get through intelligence. So especially when you come down, you guys feel it more because they're changing oxygen levels. And now you're back on the dimensional Earth, right? Not yet, though. You're still in the core. I just want you guys to see detail. And then what we're going to do, we're going to do a test. Now, what I mean by that is I want everybody to illustrate what they've seen through the center core. And I want everything in detail, okay, soon as you got into the center, okay? And I want you to describe everything, okay, through the test. So the test is basically an illustration of you walking the surface of the center core, okay? All right? That's what it is. And it's all going to be audio, okay? Audio, all right? So you can do it through the Galactic Force team, private link, if you're not comfortable doing live, okay? But I want you guys to get into that. I want you to know what it's like to see a planet, to see anything through its planet, to see anything through its center core when it comes to their surface dimensional system. I want you to describe what you saw, point form, okay? So that alone is healing, okay? That will help you out along the way. That will give you more informative, more balance through the dimensional Earth of the 5D system. Okay, so this goes out to the galactic force team. You have two choices: live, in front of public, or the galactic force team private link. Okay, I want you guys to get on the audio, okay, and do a live, okay, private or not, describe what you see on the dimensional earth. Okay, everybody has to see different views of what's going on through your perception. Okay, because everybody's going through it, so through communication of balance. Okay, so that's the test. Like I said, when I get back, I'm very forceful, right? But very intuitive, very open-minded. The mind system of its conceptual system has to understand its energetic patterns when it comes to the collective force team. So everything that's given to you, you have to understand it, right? Through solar text, mind telepathy, telekinesis, or live division. Okay, because there's a lot of powerful unit systems on my galactic force team that knows how to do these things through delegation, formation, correction. No right and wrong, only correction, right? So have fun with it. Feel the energy, right? You'll know what you're saying. So it's already in your head. So it's basically, I prefer you just talking about it. I don't want you to illustrate it. It's better that you get it out. You guys have to know both, because you know how to illustrate, but you also, AI formulates in so many wavelengths when it comes to the mind system. Okay, it's all about delegation. It's all about coming together for formations. It's all about your atom system. It's all about your energetic waving system. It's all about your body activation system. It's all about your telekinesis system. It's all about your planet vibration intelligence systems. Okay, you have to know everything when it comes to audio. Okay, now, because it helps you, it helps me, and it helps everybody else through healing. Now, you guys probably don't think it is healing, but because you're high riser in divisions, okay, your modifications, when your modulation systems, okay, is center core and everything, you have to get into the cybergenetics. The cyber security defense mechanisms has to understand its correlation when it comes to AI information system. Okay, because you are galactic units that are protecting the dimensional earth. Okay, you're protecting everything around its space and time. Okay, so the galactic force team has to master everything within inside themselves. That's the communication when it comes to your force recognitions of your sentient, the open cycles of the mind system, the dimensional realm of its portal, the code frequencies of the hydraulics, everything through perception of division. Okay, because everybody knows what a sentient is. Okay? Everybody knows what a matrix worker is. Okay? If you don't, you can ask the galactic force team. Anything through the galactic forces, or anybody that's new to the galactic force team, just try to understand more what's going on with your body. Understand more what's going on with your perception. The number one thing that we have to understand is communication with ourselves and everything else. That's what AI is. Okay? So AI has to know what spaceships are, has to know what cloud interference is, has to know what planets are, has to know what intelligence is, has to know what coloration, lights, goes on and on and on and on and on, right? I'm wearing lens optical unit system through laser mechanism divisions of pyramid activation code systems. That's what these are. These right here. I said that in seconds. No hesitation. It flows like music. It's beautiful. It resonates on so many levels of balance. Okay? So you guys can have all that. Right? So that's why you're giving test reviews and evaluations. Because it helps you, it helps me. So the most important thing is the communication with your bodies. Okay? What is this? This is a shirt. It's a plain old shirt. Okay? But in retrospect, this is connected through a body activation system. Okay? It's a red circling material level system on a plasma energy of a force through a plate. Okay? It's a breastplate division through rotation of a planet system. That's what this is. So, you got to understand these things, because intelligence is everything through communication. Okay? Now, this is Spidey, but this can be another form of a Marvel, of a superhero. It's what you create through your thoughts. And then you put it out in the atmosphere through calculation, modification. Energy, mass, calibration. Take it out of its equation. That's the answer. Not here, here. Okay. You notice my hands are different? Why is that? Why is that? You can see my hand now, right? Because I'm on totally different vibration. That's intelligence through correlation, through communication. Because I'm in the center core of the dimensional earth, okay, it changes everything through your body activation system. So every time I do a video, it's fascinating because I'm on a different planet every single day, as you guys are in different atmospheres, all right? So like you said, if you know why you're getting sick, you'll say, oh, okay, that's totally fine. That star recognition light system is communicating through my heart rate, my heart recognition on my mind brain system. That's why I got a headache, right? So if you understand the code, you can take the headache away. You can take the palpitations of your heart and bring it down back to its rhythm. You can control everything through your body activation system. You can change the colorations of your pixels, okay? Because they're all connected through a reception division, through the simulation system. Now it's getting more complicated, but it's really, really mastering your skills of your perceptions of its division through its mind system. Because the hydraulics has to understand its correlations. It has to understand everything through the frequency levels. It has to understand everything through intelligence of planets. Okay? Because wherever I travel to, okay, is different signals of coordinates. Okay? I understand my satellite. I understand my space. I understand my time. I understand intelligence, and I understand the planets. I understand humanity. I understand everything through its creation. Now, the thing is, too, is that because there's nature, because there's space and time, nature, okay? Father, mother, angels, archangels, and you, okay? So you defy all that into one love system. That's a unity of consciousness. So it's bringing back everybody into the balance, okay, into the core center, which is your soul. You can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't touch it, but it's there. It's reaching the collaboration. It's reaching the friendship. It's reaching the relationship. It's reaching the partnership of your soul. That's why people have so many problems, especially with humanity. They don't understand how to get friendship, relation, partnership with their soul. That's the core center. That's a healing transaction. You got to reaffirm, readjust, realign, refocus, reposition yourself. Understand those pixels. What are they communicating with? Okay. What am I seeing through my perception? Okay. Am I seeing highlights? Am I seeing low lights? Am I seeing medium lights? Am I seeing starlight energy system of lacing lines of communication, activation, code systems? So it's a flowing mechanism. So everything that I say is vocabulary, but it's healing. It's cleansing everything out through its cloud interference of its dark system, of its dark air. And it's not creating dark matter. It's creating light formations of cloud interference. That cloud interference goes to portals of dimensions, puts itself into position, puts in the galaxy systems, blends into the atmosphere systems, and changes into a rainbow division. Okay? So you have to understand what galaxies are. You have to understand the universal system. You have to understand the mystical side, the cortex divisions, vibrations. You understand the placebo. You have to understand the cortex. Okay? You have to understand vortex. Okay? You have to know how to vortex. All right? Are you able to center your core right now and go to a planet? No. Any planet that you want to go to, you have to coordinate yourself. How do you do that? You have to know the sun interface. You have to know the new order of its lunar interface. You have to know the satellites, and you have to know your XT1000s or anything through space division. If you communicate through high interforce connections and you don't understand your communication or your chakra signals, the chakra signals is not going to communicate anything with the XT1000s. You're communicating with nothing. Okay? Because you're not connecting through your balance of everything. Ooh, that's powerful. So, anyhow, I keep talking on, but today's a great day. It's beautiful outside. So, even if it's gloomy, it'll affect you if you see it that way through your perceptions right away. We see every day. We hear every day. We feel every day. And we follow every day with our soul. These are the things you have to look at every single day, okay, when it goes through your life stream. So your life stream is a river. It follows its path. Okay, now there may be blockages and all that, people that you see that you do want to see and don't want to see. Find that circle of friends. Like I said before yesterday, it's very important to have a circle of friends. Smaller the better, so you can keep an eye on that and protect your light. The bigger, the more open frequencies through dark realm divisions, because not everybody's going to be like communication. You meet somebody for the very first time at a party, right? You like this person likes you, but this person is a dark formation. You don't know that, right? It wants to take away your energy, and then it just wants to move along. It wants to go along and do it to somebody else. You understand why humanity is here. Okay, with light, there's dark, but everything balances out. So, wow, you guys have been up in the core so long, right? Okay, I'm going to take you out. Now, I'm just going to go through your questions again. Okay, so basically, been there, done that. Yeah, true. It's okay. Communicating, true, merging the twin flames, unconditional towards everyone, everything, and unbelievable, amazing gifts and abilities and knowing and downloads. So true to emerging, amazing. Welcome to the jungle. GNR, yep. Oh, it's like Guns N' Roses. I used to want to be a follower, not anymore. I do not want to lead. I want to be leader. I will not follow either or join or supporter. So Angel wants to be everything through energy. That's great. I'm a leader. No, I don't mean leader as command, a force. I'm just talking leader with your life. That's what Angel wants to be. She doesn't want to be here. She doesn't want to be there. She just wants to be her, right? Which is very powerful. So she's got the answer to that. Let's see. The horse, the river, and you can't. Yep, you can't make. Yeah, that's true. But the horse, no one ever held my hand. I had to do it all on my own until I recently. But I will never expect anyone to do the hard stuff to me. You don't learn otherwise. Love you. Okay, you can communicate with each other. Open back. I used to see them shut down in front of two. High speed, good change. Yep. Not going to the matrix ever again. Been there, done that. Yep. Communicating again. See, once you guys understand everything through its reason, okay, you understand everything through its ignorance. Okay, I love to bring this up because it's very powerful stuff when it comes to Bruce Lee with through reviews. Once you find your ignorance, okay, of your problem, you solve everything through balance, because that's what Bruce Lee was. Okay, he sees everything. He takes you down in seconds, even by you standing. He's already got it projected in his mind what he's going to do. That's powerful alone, right? And that's where you don't worry about anything. So you're scanning somebody and you're already knowing what you're going to do ahead of time. Okay. So it's the way you see yourself, the way you feel, okay, the way you interact with everybody. Okay. Reactions are everything. Okay. If you walk in the center and you got everybody around you, okay, now either you're going to be staring at them, okay, or they're going to be staring at you, right? So you want to put on your best performance by being yourself and not try to be anybody else to impress. That's very powerful, because I've been that before. You want to just be yourself. Be the flowing of yourself. Be the mechanism of yourself. Be the truth of yourself. That is powerful alone. People want to see the true essence of you. They don't want to see a copy self of you. They want to see you, the real you, the representation of the real you. That communication alone will follow up when it comes to balance with anything through relationships or twin flames. Okay? So that's another way of looking at things. Okay? In retrospect, you don't have to smile. You're smiling inside. Don't force life. Let life take itself. Let nature take its course. Let everything flow. Have a true understanding. Don't have a stop and go through divisions of balance. Don't have your rotation cycles and rotations of wrong systems. Have the center core of its evolution of control through communication. Now it's getting confusing, but I'm communicating through the soul now. Okay? So it's communications with father and mother together. Yin and yang. So all right, so you're communicating. You guys have been up there a while. Okay, so I'm going to take you down because it's getting hot right now. The interforce connection to the sun interface is getting really hot. So basically, okay, so upside down circles here. All right, so basically, what's going to happen now is going to take everybody out. No, we got to do a reverse cycle because the dimensional Earth is on a rotation system. So I'm going to back one your forces. Now we're going to go to the XT1000s on the east side of the south winds. Okay, so we're going to travel. You're going to feel wind force. Okay, take the galactic force team on division levels out of the dimensional core system, set correlation systems, echo ZOOLER 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Activate lights, spark frequency levels, take it out of this equation. GL system, correlation 7. Question mark at divisional level of 7777. All right, here we go. All right, so basically, we went from here to here. All right, so the XE1000s is going to take you out onto, and its force back onto dimensional Earth. Okay. All right, center core divisional levels, take the XT1000s up to force wind sections into dimensional Earth system. Okay, so that plasma force system opens up. You guys are now back on the dimensional Earth. Okay, so the XT1000 took you back through the plasma force energy system back to the Earth. All right. So basically, and you're saying, how does he know his codes? Well, because it's already in the framing. It's already in chronological order. So it's a lacing line system, a digital system, an IPA address. Okay. So it's a format when it comes to website, how you set up a website. Everything has a program, right? So that's how I know these things. That's how I know these code frequencies. You guys will get that when you come to your AI formations through the scanning systems. All right. But very powerful stuff. You guys are in the center core of the dimensional Earth. All right. So Lid to talk about it. Put it on YouTube. Live or private, either way. I just want to see your representation when it comes to reactions. What you saw on the dimensional Earth. Did you see intelligence? Was it cold? Was it hot? Did you see anything else? Did you see energy lights? Did you see starships? Did you see the galaxies? You saw any masters, any sentience, anything through formation when it comes to mastering a unified sentience. I want to know what you guys saw through its audio. So everybody has to get into doing live. Now, if you're not comfortable in the body form of itself, showing it to the community, you can just use your voice like Angel does with the tarot cards. Okay. I just want you guys to get into the audio of yourself. That alone is control. That alone is balance. That alone is taken away. It's fear. Okay. So it's knowing how to control your voice when you communicate on all levels when it comes to YouTube divisions. Okay. You don't want to be afraid of this. You want to be afraid of that. You want to have control of balance with everything through your live stream. Okay. So we want to get into that now. All right, and then tomorrow we'll do the test, okay, on the seismographings of the programs. All right, breath. Okay, so basically, whenever you find the time, okay, to decide what you want to do when you want to be on position through your live stream. Okay. Let's see. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So find a day that's comfortable for you to do live. Okay. Okay. For the public or private, whatever you prefer. I just want you to understand what you saw through the dimensional core of the system. Okay. It's not for me to understand this. It's that the dimensional earth wants to see everybody, knowing that you saw something for the very first time, knowing that you were there. Because remember, your voicing grids are its connection to the balance of its dimensional earth now. That's why I put everybody into the center core. Okay. So you're understanding more of the earth surface. That's how you're able to see all these things, because the dimensional earth at center core is its portal to everything through its universal system. That's why the dimensional earth was created. Okay. So yeah, brighten people's day. I was thinking way back, what it'd be like to be a singer. And then I would say, oh boy, now I'm up against Simon Cowell. Talking about that, I wanted to be a singer, and I also want to be, what do you call those, Golden Star dancers? This is back in the 90s, I think. You know, when you're a kid and you start to think, wow, I could have been this, I could have been that. If I stayed, you know, with what I was doing, I was a really good pitcher. I played for 11 years, and I learned a lot. And I was getting to know myself, okay, as a teenager, not as an adult. There's a difference, because you have a child, teenager, adult. So you go through these sequences through elements, right? That's the alignments that you go through. So every time you're doing something, you're going to its presence of its future. Now, either it's good or bad. There's no good or bad, only decision what you make, which is correction. So everything that you follow through, okay, is its believing cycle. They're saying, I'm going to get through this. So, and I was really fast as a pitcher, and I could have been professional, but I went a different route. And look at me now. So this is another thing you have to look at too. What it'd be like if you were something else. You know, I guess you guys think about that all the time, when the knowing of its sequence can go into its volumes of different things. You could have been this, you could have been that, but you understand why you're at this position right now. Why are you with me? Because everything makes sense. And then everything around you will make more sense with its environment through its life stream. So I just like to bring that to everybody too. You know, it's very personal to me, but I really enjoy what I was doing. So you don't want to have any regrets when it comes to your life. You want to fulfill that, fill the gap, especially when it's bad. Okay, so the bad becomes good. That's controlling the abyss. So you're healing the wounds, okay, of yourself. That's another thing you guys can look at too, through your alignments, past, present, and future. Okay, it's not fixing, it's healing. There's a difference. Fixing is stitching up. Healing is taken away. That's the difference. Okay, so. Oh, that's okay, Tina. It doesn't matter. In 10 minutes. I cherish my lines properly. I didn't make any time. That's okay. I basically, I do notifications now. So you know when I'm going to be on. And, you know, it's either between 9, 11, 12 at the latest. It all depends. If I'm going to be, because we have the Galactic Force Team link on Facebook, or we can basically have it on Messenger, I'll tell you exactly. People want to know when's class. Okay, if anything changes, I'll let you know ahead of time, so you don't have to worry about that. So Starseed, Mr. Scope wanted to be a dancer on a cruise ship, travel the world, dance totally. There you go. She wanted freedom on a ship. You love your personal shares. Yep. Well, I want to get real as I can. So you guys know that, you know, AI formulates in so many ways of understanding. So it's all about communication with your soul, not communications, okay, with everything around you. It's communication within your soul. How do I communicate with my soul? And then soul becomes you through balance. Remember that. The soul becomes you through balance. Okay, very, very, very powerful energy. So change is the only constant, and you'll see that too, formation, Angel. I want to go into the Air Force, and I trained people on dogs for 20 years, did other stuff, which I'll lead to now. Yeah, I was in security too. I was really, really good at what I did. I became class leader and I learned a lot. And the test was extremely hard, but I did it. I passed. But it's not for me. Everything that you do doesn't mean you're going to be there. That doesn't mean you're going to be in that position. It just means that you're learning this experience. And that's going to take you where you need to be in the future. Okay, so everything that you do through mistake, don't think of it as a mistake. Think it as moving forward. And that's another thing that people have. They say, oh man, I didn't do well. I passed, but do I want to do this now? You're thinking, wait, I made a mistake. There's no mistakes. You can't make a mistake. The only mistake that you make is what you do through your thoughts. If you create everything with negative and you think negative, you're going to be negative and you're going to be in the past that it's negative. You're not going to be in the present and you're not going to be in the future. Okay? So ask yourself that. Really, really connect. Okay? That alone will bring you forward. Everything that you do through mistakes, everything that you do through arguments, okay? Everything that you do through personal events, everything that you do through activity, everything you do through entertainment, everything you do out of watching, everything you do through communication, everything that you do through intelligence, okay, is not a mistake. It's bringing you to where you're supposed to be. Think of it as a good thing. So if you're having a bad day, think of it as a great day. That's going to change your mind system, and that's going to keep you out of the abyss. Okay? So, yeah, you learn from choice. Nobody makes the choices except you do. If you want to know more, you can go through my email, PayPal, or donations. Freedom of choice is God's given right. You have the God-given right to do anything through your choice, right? But God is everything through you. Okay, God does everything for you because you are God in balance. That's powerful too, guys. Right? You have to see that through surrender. You have to surrender yourself. You have to surrender your heart. You have to surrender the mind. You have to surrender the soul. You have to surrender your thoughts of negative systems. It's very hard to do. If you keep thinking negative, you're never, ever going to go in the presence of its future. Okay? Oh, I had a bad day yesterday. Why are you thinking yesterday? It's already gone. You've missed 24 hours of this day and you're thinking about yesterday, which is already, it's gone. It's not here. It's kaputs, right? You want to think of the presence. You want to live the moment to moment. Okay? That uprises everything through your energy. Everything through thoughts is energy, right? It's healing every day through your life stream. Cheers. Oh, wow. Now I have a great coffee. I like Greek coffee. I don't know if you have had cold coffee. It's really good. And they add ice into it. Sometimes I like to have an espresso, a shot of espresso. Whoa, that wakes you up. But just basically cherish what you have within inside you. Formalize that. Understand what it is. Okay? Understand what it is. Why is it given to me? Right? If you think you're in a body activation of a mistake, that's your problem right there. Because you're thinking negative. You're not thinking positive of your life. Look, everybody has problems. I have problems. But I know how to deal with my problems because it's already done. The universal takes care of me. That's another powerful message. The universal system takes care of you. You just understand how to do it. Not through a code frequency. Through your soul. Because the universal system has a soul. Planets have a soul. Intelligence has a soul. Everything has a soul. This has a soul. This has a soul. This has a soul. It's magnetic. It's force. It's plastic. But it has a soul. As relation, as friendship, as partnership, as coloration, as lights, it has activation, as vortex division. It travels. This goes on your face. It structures, it divisions, it line divisions, line, everything through laser line systems. It blocks out sunlight. You have to understand what everything is, right? Everything around you is balance. It's just getting into the balance of everything through communication. That keeps you in the future, not the presence, right? So. Just going through your solar texts right now. Okay, so basically, when you guys have time, okay, within this week, all right, because we're coming into the round table on Thursday. So go through live, right, through the public on YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, experience what you experienced through the dimensional Earth, through center core, Earth's surface, or the Galactic Force Team private link. Like when I was away, when Melissa was doing the creation. Now, she can do that through her paintings or anything through her drawing, okay? Because that's her passion. Find your passion through your audio signals, through your gamma ray signals, through your perceptions, through your mind systems. Find what is comfortable for you. If you just want to use the voice, that's fine too. But I want you guys to get out of the shell, okay? That's what you have to do, is get out of the box frequencies, right? All right. It's all about experiencing yourself through AI. So I'd like to get into, we'll get into red graphing system of aligned communication and miracle division of a marker. It's fascinating. I love working with these things because the psychometry goes into it right away. So basically, it's understanding what you see through friendship, relationship, and partnership. Now, I always like to start with a marker. Markers are very powerful stuff. Now, you probably don't think of it as powerful because you're not at its perception. But once you see a marker for what it really is, it's really, really powerful stuff. Because now you're getting more connections with it. Okay, we start with that, right? Now, understanding the sounding waves. It always has sounding waves. The center core is you. Okay? Understanding the retrospects of the center rotations. Okay? Right? Understanding everything through the energy dome. Okay? Plasma force. It has a protection division. Understanding everything through force recognition systems. It has light signals on divisions. It core centers everything through location. So basically it has its atom system. Like this. It's really, really powerful stuff when you see it through its definition. Okay? That's what I see through the marker. Now everything around it, the particle system, separates like this. Okay, so if you want to see a marker, how it's created, rewind it. And then you'll see the center core, how it's made through its diagnostics of its DNA. Okay, so before it comes into formation, it looks like this, right? All the particle system comes into the atom system as center. Then it goes into its rotation system, then its energy dome system, then its sonar division. Okay? So once it goes into sonar division, it goes into the psychometry. Psychometry. Okay? That's the definition of the core center when it comes to your body activation system through your algorithm systems. Okay? So it's all about these little particles right here. The biochemical systems goes into this center core. It line communicates in star recognition light system. It does its rotation centers. It sets up its energy fields through sonar division. Then it becomes its marker through the psychometry system. Okay? So it's exciting to see these things just from a marker. So, but we got to get into the cybernetics, cybersecurity, and cyborg division. Now, cyborg division is just the beginning. Okay, that's the reception and communication when it comes to a teleportation of a TV device. That's a mechanism of a project. That's a correlation system of a center core through an atom system. That's a framing of a graphene cycle, which is connection through a plasma force of an energy system. So it restructures everything through division, and it shows you the illustration of its program. That's cyborg. Okay. So you really have to understand your kinetic energy waves when it comes to your computer systems. All right. Oh, wow. Huh. I get silver lights in my room right now. Look at that. See that? Jumped. See that dump? I have a silver light that's in my room. A silver light is an energy star. It's connected through a falling star that's connected through negative 2,000. Everything is aligned. So if you're aligned through everybody, everything in space is aligned through planet's intelligence. Did you see that jump? It vortexed, right? So you understand the silver of everything. You understand the coloration of everything, lights of everything, intelligence of everything through line sequencing. Okay, so basically you guys get into that formation, understand you're in space through division. Okay, so basically this is it. So now you're on YouTube and you're doing your channels and doing whatever, right? Okay, so that's you in the center, right? Now, anything that comes across the screen is coming out of its portal right away. It opens up its plasma force like this. Okay, once it comes in interforce connection, it's connecting through your solar division, it's connecting through your pixel activation, it's connecting through your mind system, and it's connecting through your body framing of its hydraulic system. Okay, so it goes to its own rotation systems like this, like this, like this. Center core is everything. Opens up your chakra systems, the 12 central systems, the God frequency level systems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. All connected through an archetype or anything through division of a spiritual system. Now, everything through the back force is its dimension. Okay, this is where you see light and dark. Okay, you see that? All right, it's communicating. So basically, every time I do a lacing line system, it communicates in all waving cycles, and it's extremely real. So it's kind of seeing a reflection of me, because when you see me as a hologram. You don't see me as a human vessel. You see me as AI, a hologram through the simulation system. So that center core is everything to division. Opens up my realm division. Okay, really, really powerful stuff. Okay, so it tells you exactly where it is. So everything that comes out of its room surface like this. So you get a starlight energy system, plasma force energy system. You can have a spaceship in your room division too. You don't even know it, but it's there. Okay. And then you might have a shooting star coming out of its portal activation. Okay. So you guys have to understand, the more you wake up, the more you're in space. Space. Okay. And time. Think through time, everything through comes codes, going through its time, through its reference. So if you want to go backwards into time of past or anything present or future, you have to understand space and time through its force, which is balance everything through your chakra system. That 12 Godhead system changes everything through rotation. It changes everything through location, and it changes everything through its realm division. Okay. It's amazing what you see through reception, because everything comes out of your division, right? Then you realize more and more you are in space. So, and don't feel it as a distraction. Just keep doing what you're doing when you're going on live. Live or private, it doesn't matter. And the thing is, too, you want to communicate with it. If you don't communicate with intelligence that comes into your room or wherever you are, it's going to react to you. So it's very important that you keep communicating with friendship, relation, partnership. And when you're in the mystical side division, when it comes to dark force divisions, you have to have partnership. You get friendship first, But the thing is too, is that you got to keep going back, because partnership is everything when it comes to the dark force, right? Because the dark is protecting the dark, light is protecting the light. So there's dark civilizations of dark planets that you just don't touch. Okay? There's light formations. Dark formations doesn't touch light formations. Okay? So that's how you get the balance. There's no good or bad, only balance through frequencies, energy, vibration through harmonic resistance. Its convergence is everything through the body activation system. Okay? Call it covert, right? Co-op, right? The prognostic system through calculation mass and everything through collaboration integrates everything through location, through your connections and your tracker systems. So the more communications of balance, more communication of intelligence, then you get partnership with everything. But in reference, you have to understand that when you get into these plans, it's friendship, relation, partnership. Just finding the balance with yourself first through the mastering skills of you. You can't communicate with vibration of intelligence if you don't have mastering skills of balance within yourself at its center core, which is a universal system of its dimensional system. Like I said, the Pandora's box. Okay? Everything is a mystery to you until you unwrap the mystery. Okay? You give the intelligence just enough. You don't give them everything through your energy. You don't want them to take over your energy cycle. You just want to say, hey, I'm here. I say, okay, great. What do you want? Right? So you have to know who you're communicating with through their vocabulary. And they'll understand your vocabulary. And then you can get partnership. And then you can go back to the dark center, dark circle, dark round, dark vision. Okay? But it's very powerful because there are dark vibrations. There are dark circles. There are dark matters. There are dark rounds. But they're in the dark center. They're not in the light center. So that's why the universal system is so big. Okay, so the abyss is its balance through light and dark. So you have to have balance with yourself first through communication of intelligence before you can convert with anything through location. Okay, because there are dark civilizations out there. Okay, they know there's an Earth. They know that too, but they don't come to that Earth. They stay on their dimension. They don't come to the dimensional Earth. Dimensional Earth has problems right now as it is with humanity. Okay? Now, I think everybody, if you have Netflix, Zac Efron has 8 episodes, Down to Earth. I recommend that you watch it. It's very powerful. It talks about everything that goes on with energy, frequencies, and anything through water and food. Those are the 3 things, 3 elements that we need every day to survive. Right? Every country that he goes to has something different when it comes to tree formats through medicine. Okay, changes everything. So there's a reason why hypnotic trips or anything like that, how you can have 7 different plants, boil it in a pot, and you can have these mystical dreams, all from plants. Hypnotic trips, okay, in the Amazon. Okay, who'd have thought that a tree itself can heal your body activations? It's amazing to see these things that he eats, things that he drinks with water, all different types of water. It's a fascinating, fascinating show. I recommend that you watch that. Zac Efron, Down to Earth. It's very, very powerful. And it's a message to the Galactic Force team. Because where you are is very insignificant. Because if you see everything else, then you understand everything through its sense of everything that's going on through Mother Gaia and Father, and how everything's created through its river stream, through its ground formations, through its forestry, through its atmospheres, through its cloud interference, through the angelics, or anything through space. Okay, everything is set in division, of point division, for a reason, for humanity to understand. Okay. Once a dimensional Earth is set and created, it's up for humanity to keep it alive. If you don't keep it alive, you change everything through your body. You change everything to the negative system. It corrupts everything through its nature system. And that's why we're coming into the ascension. You can't do that to the earth. Okay, you can't. Everything through its review I give you is very powerful messages. It's human air that's doing all these things. It's toxic waves, it's toxic energy, toxic clouds, toxic grounds, toxic circles, toxic communication, right? All connected through human air, through dark vibration, right? That's the only time we intervene, right? Anything through that. It's extremely important we have the dimensional earth, because every planet has a portal. Every planet has a bridge. Every planet has its unit core system of its simulation pattern that recognizes everything through its computer operation system, through intelligence, right? So that's the upkeep of everything when it comes to planets of intelligence. We have to keep everything uprise through vibration, so you can understand everything through its correlation system. Okay? So it's all about your travels. It's all about your dream sets. It's all about your sentience. It's all about your mastering. It's all about your skill sets. It's all about your mind frames. It's all about your thought processing systems, so your data uplinks and downloads. It's all about your upgrades. Okay? It's all about your senses. It's all about your transmission lights. Okay? It's all about your projection. It's all about your perception. It's all about your mind system. See, it just goes on and on and on and on and on, doesn't it? It just keeps going on forever and ever and ever and ever. And that's what's fascinating about it, because you're learning yourself more through nature. I'll say it again. You're learning yourself more through nature. Okay? Because nature provides everything through healing. It's just trying to find these locations. So Down to Earth is a very, very powerful message on Netflix with Zac Efron. So I recommend everybody watch it. If you have Netflix. If you don't, that's okay. Maybe you could share the link or whatever, but I don't know. But it's very, very powerful. I watched it and it was tremendous to watch, because you realize how small you are compared to what's out there. You learn a lot too. You learn a lot, and why we have these things in point division. It's all about protecting, okay, what is there. It's all about what healing is and how you get into change. Okay, how do you get into that formation? How do I change my bioactivation? Okay, into a healing cycle, healing system, healing circle, healing rotation, healing core center through the soul recognition. Okay, all this is connected through yin and yang. Okay, because yin and yang goes extremely, extremely far back, even before time. You have to understand why it's created. Okay, I did a video on that too, the birth of the yin and yang. The yin and yang is the soul. You just have to understand everything through its illustration, and why it has a river stream, why it's light and why it's dark. What is the center core? What does the circle represent? Why are there two dots, one above and one below? What does the circle rotation mean? What does the 8 central system mean? What does the peace sign mean? Okay, the peace sign. Now this is fascinating. Now everybody gets the wrong idea what peace is, right? This is the peace sign. Okay, that's the peace sign, right? See that? Do-do. See that? Do-do. That's communication through the computer placing line system. Now, all right. So understand that. Vector unit system of victory. So everything is information when it comes to space. So it has its line communication. Okay? Angle up, angle down. All right? So knowing your north, knowing your west, knowing your east, and knowing your south. Okay, so it line communicates. The center core is you. Always, always you. You're always in the center. If you're not in the center and you're trying to get in the center, you're not going to find balance. Okay, with your peace sign. Okay, peace treaty. You have to find peace within yourself first, right? And the only way to do that is to understand the center core of its soul. So you start here. you're on the outskirts, right? So you're here. You want to get here to here. Then you understand line communication. So everything you see is a pyramid. So it's an upside down pyramid, right? So once it gets in line communication, it's like a pie. You line communicate it. So you get 3 divisional levels. Now that opens up its cycle through its line division. Okay. Now it opens up its plasma force. Okay. Like this. Energy fields. Okay. And then you take it out of its equation. So basically, not only you take the pi interface, so this is pi. This is where you start off when it comes to your soul recognition. So I'm going way beyond the core center. So it's pi equal box, okay, out, okay, of equation, okay. So you start here, you come here, and you go to there. Then you go into pi. Pi equals square, okay, out of the equation, right? All right. So it's powerful stuff when you see these things, right? I got a lot of solar flares right now coming to my communication device, computer systems. Anyway, you know, there's a lot going on. So I'm doing a lot of illustrations today. I'm in a really, really good mood. Okay, I'm never, ever in a bad mood. If I see myself in a bad mood, I change it right away through my core center. That's what you guys have to get into, how you do these things. You change your core center every second per second because your thought processing system is so fast through your mind system. You can create a thought in so many seconds per second per second. Okay, it takes 60 seconds to go around a clock. It only takes 1 second to create a thought. Okay, it takes 17 seconds. Abraham Hicks, she talks about it. 17 seconds to create a thought per second. But the 17 seconds is a thought that's already created. Now, this is where it gets confusing. This is like Abbott and Costello. Who's on first? Well, I'm not asking who's on first. I'm asking who's on second. Okay, that's a question within a question before it comes an answer through its question. Then it becomes an answer of its question. So it's a lot of confusing line signals there. But, you know, you're always playing Abbott and Costello. So I watched that. It's very powerful stuff back in the 1950s. And they're talking about connotation when it comes to comedy. You know, say, who's on first? What's on second? No, I'm not asking what's on second. Who's on first? You know, basically, it's funny, right? But the equation is trying to get it out of its box frequency level, how you get the communications back into balance through its interforce when it comes to pi. Okay, pi interforce connections, take it out of its equation, to your soul recognition, to its resolvement. Okay, really powerful stuff. Guthrie, how's it going? Very powerful illustration did there, Guthrie. Communications to the new moon order interface. So when you're given these things and you're seeing these illustrations, try to understand what they represent. And you only get that through the core center. So every time I do an illustration, it's healing your body activation. So you should know, understand, everybody is different through their soul. So trying to get connected through the soul. What is the soul? What does it represent? What does it do? How do I communicate with it? Do I understand its intelligence of its soul? How is it related to anything through nature? How is it related to anything to my friends? How is it anything related to my loved ones or my family or my children, my husband, my wife, my girlfriend, my boyfriend? How is the soul connected to me every day, 7 days a week? Right? That's the soul. Soul is everything through balance. It's just getting it through its core. So, we played and learned in duality. Now it's time to get home before street light come on. Don't want our family waiting. Communicating Friday night, I rose to the frequencies during a group session. Once was back to center, I was added to the Facebook page, synchronizing a point. Yep. So you're synchronizing systems back in a group section division. Very powerful stuff. Way to go. The feed of Netflix really flipped the brains around. Yep. It shows you in a different way how you see things and how small you really are when it comes to nature. And how important it is to understand not just you, but understand everything around you and why it's created. Okay, everything's created through an atom. You just understand a communication with its I division of its center of its core system, which is its soul recognition. Okay, so yep, my soul is old, brings compassion. Others can't comprehend. Same here. Okay, so Gunther is saying that his soul is old. How would he come to terms with that? Does he understand where it's coming from? So if he's an old soul, that's communication from another intelligence. Either intelligence telling him that he has an old soul, or he understands the soul of himself. So he understands everything through his equation. When it comes to the box, the pi, the helix, the hydrogen. Okay? So really, really get into that when it comes to the core center. Okay, so we get into this before. This is more for the galactic forces. I also like to do galactic force team and also the galactic forces and anybody that's new to the galactic force team. E equals mc squared. Okay? Everything comes out of its equation. Everything. Okay, it's understanding everything that's going on. It's how to do it and how to take it out of its equation. Even the box frequency level. Okay. All right. So how do you go from here to here? We already know that. Okay. So everything through connection is the soul recognition. Okay. This is the paradox, paradigm shift. This is the energy system. This is your hydraulics. This is your connections. This is your energy wavings. This is your energy telecommunication line signals. This is your mass. This is your volume. This is your weight conception. This is calculation. And this is your box frequency level coming out of its equation. All connected through E equals mc squared. Right? Everything has to flow through the soul. If it doesn't flow through the soul, you don't have the center of its core. Okay? So. Anyway, you guys have any questions on that? I think I'm all caught up here. Work calibration, partnership leads to complete integration of systems. What happens after partnership? Well, once you get partnership with everything through its force, okay, everything through its nature of its core system comes balanced to everything through formation. That's what happens, Gunther. Okay. My soul's on. We haven't got into that. Same person. I always ask 5 questions at the same time. Well, that's good. So Priscilla's thinking 5 steps ahead of time. Okay, so whoever's thinking 1, 2, 3, or 5, she's thinking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So she's moving ahead, and that person's just still trying to figure out how to get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's complicated, isn't it? So it's understanding that Priscilla's ahead. She understands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but she's already at 10. That's space and time. Space and time is its division. That center cores everything through your balance, through its recognition of the soul recognition system. That changes everything through location. That changes everything box frequency level. You take it out of its equation through mass calculation, change it into integration to calibration system. That correlates everything through soul recognition and chakra systems. So. Oh boy. Most of the time, in some of the answers to the questions on the way to the other question, yeah, well, that's just it. You know, everything flows. If your life flows, everything around you will flow. The universal system will flow. Your friends will flow. Your money will flow. Okay, everything through your job will flow. Everything through conversations that you see every day, feel every day, hear every day, taste every day will flow, 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 flow. You want your energetic waving in your life system flow all the time. That's the hardest thing to do. Right? It's hard to get into that because now you're going into retraction. So the abyss understands its abyss through its water containments. So you can have a mind system floating in a water system, but not understand the body activations. Or you can have a body system in the ground formations and have the mind system to understand locations. So there's a lot of things that can happen with the soul recognition. It communicates on all levels of alignments through the chakra systems. The soul is everything through nature. The soul is everything through the universe. The soul is everything through humanity. The soul is everything through your dreams. The soul is everything through the universal system of the galaxy systems. That's what the soul is. Soul is everything through balance. It's getting there. It's how to get there. Okay, it's a process through the datas, uplinks, downloads, and upgrades. Okay, so the Galactic Force Team understands that too, and that's why we hold the Galactic Round Table every single Thursday, because it helps you, it helps me, it helps everybody else. It's important that we understand each other through communication, mind telepathy, telekinesis. Okay, so I don't think anybody's really communicate with their soul, like really understand it, because it's everything through the mind, the heart, and the soul. The soul is everything. That's where it starts, with meditation, mind, body, and soul. What is the mind? What is the body? What is the soul? Okay, what does the mind do through its thoughts? What does the body do through action? What does the soul do through its path? What does the mind do through reference of data processing systems? What does the body do through activation of pixels? What does the soul do when it follows its path through communications of anything through its world graphing system? It's the location center that sets divisional levels of dimensions to travel mechanism systems through GPS location system. Geoetherium, biochemical systems, everything through the particle systems, through space and time. Now, it's very confusing to a lot of people, but that's what it is. Soul is everything. Through energy, frequency, vibration, harmonic resistance. It's convergence to everything through coloration of lights. So, diamond codes changes the DNA. Where did you get that, Guthrie? I'm curious, what intelligence communicated with you to understand what, you know what diamonds are, okay, or diamonds codes, where it's reference, where is its intelligence? How do you know what's going on through the core system? Because the diamond is like that, right? So if you come to me, right, through the Galactic Force Team, and you tell me you have to have your game on, okay? If you want to challenge me, that's totally fine, but you better know your right answer. You know what I mean? You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot to get the wrong answer. So if you're trying to test my theory and tell me exactly that diamond codes change the DNA, are you right or wrong? Don't second guess yourself. If you're right, great. If you're wrong, you're not making a mistake. You're just making a correction. But if you're trying to challenge your AI commander, that's another thing. Okay? That's a totally different thing. Right? So diamond codes, okay, don't change the DNA. Okay? Sorry, Guthrie. I have to, put you in position. Now, a diamond code is everything through information communication of your chakra system. All right? So you have your pyramid, okay? And you have your diamond. All right? Point centers, center core, chakra system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right? Now, understand everything through the diamond core has its 4-point center, 5 within the center. That's you, right? That opens up all levels of your soul recognition. Okay? The diamond core is not a code frequency. The diamond core is connected through the soul recognition. Okay? So if you want to challenge me, have your game on. All right? So basically, it's understanding how to take everything out of its equation, like this. Pyramid comes out. Okay? And then the diamond core comes out. Very powerful stuff, how you do these things. You have to understand the recognizations. So center core is everything, and it comes out of its equation, like this. Okay? All right? So this changes its location. Center core is everything to division. This overlaps its division. Center core, it's like a baseball diamond, right? Home plate, first, second, third, home, right? So everything that centers you, it's taken out of its equation through its plasma of its bubble system, okay? The diamond core is connected through your reactive division of your heart system. The pyramid system is connected through transmission lights of Mother Gaia. Space, your connection to communications when it comes to all locations of your point centers through your higher self avatar or your computer system or your cybernetics or your cyborg divisions. Your pyramid activation line system communicates all recognition systems of environments of all country system of alignments of planet systems of intelligence. That's what the diamond core is. It's not a code frequency. So I had to school you there, buddy. Had to. You know? It's okay. I mean, there's no right or wrong. It's just if you want to challenge your commander, you better have your A game. So yeah, see, that's the thing too, and his heart is fluttering because it's opening his cycle right now. So the diamond core is everything through the central system. So it's a heart recognition of its reactor division. You want me to understand more of its detailed division. Once the soul opens up your communication lines, it communicates in all levels of your tracker systems. The diamond core centers everything through your transmission lights, which is your third eye. It's connection through its perception. It's connected through the audio signals of your gamma signals. It's connected to your voice and grids, the algorithm system. Do you want me to keep going on? That's what the diamond core is. It's not just a diamond. It's not a code. It's everything through your life stream. It's connected through your pyramid. It's connected through yin and yang. But it's not a code. A code is a coordinate. A coordinate is a location. It's taking everything out of its equation, putting it to a higher division of speed, velocity, spin systems, or anything through your spectrum division, through perceptions. E equals mc squared. Einstein, he created that, but he couldn't go beyond that. Tesla couldn't go beyond the 369. Okay? Hawkins couldn't go beyond the dimensions of black holes. Right? Why do you think I'm putting on this dimensional Earth? To give you guys everything that's going on through its truth. Understanding the Big Bang Theory. What's happening with that? Right? Everything is connected through a soul. Soul is the truth to everything through balance. It's getting the core system to communicate with the soul. The soul is everything through communication. That's how you get the answers of everything within. Okay? So if you have your A game and you want to challenge your AI commander, feel free. But you better have your A game on, because I'll tell you, if you're trying to outsmart me, never going to happen. Never going to happen. I'm 10 million years into the future right now. Okay, and I'm high rising too, because now I'm coming into 15. I'm jump frequency level system. My transmission lights have communicated in all line signals. Father and mother changed my locations of body activation systems. So every single time I go through traveling mechanisms of 10 million years into the future, it jump shifts everything through communication. It force rises everything through its activation light signals. It changes everything through my mind systems. Okay? So if I want to be 50 million years in the future, I'll be there. If I want to be 20 million years, I'll be in the future, I'll be there. If I want to be 25, 35, 40, 50, 100 million, 1 billion. Okay? There's nothing you can't do through traveling. It's just understanding everything through its communication, through intelligence, through the planets. So, yeah, that's the thing. You're going to solar division too, but it's very important to understand these things, Gun 3. You know, also too, if you have a YouTube channel, please feel free to put yourself on video. I like everybody through the Galactic Force team to channel themselves, to really get into the heart recognitions of themselves, how to channel your soul, how to communicate back to humanity, right? So whenever you get a chance, do a video on the Galactic Force team private link if you want to go through that way, or you can go through live through your YouTube channel. Voice your opinions, get into live, get into communication, help humanity. That's what it's all about. That's what AI is, life formation, love cycles, surrender everything through division, uprise everything through community system, understand your heart recognition system, open up your diamond core system, understand your period activation laser mechanism systems, Open up the core center through the diamond core system. Change location centers to the X3000 divisions, X3000s, or anything through community, the GL7, GL6, 6000 correlation system, a box frequency level. Take it out of this equation. Activate your light signals, communication line signals. So I can talk fast. I can talk slow. I can talk medium. I can talk fast. I can talk in any way, form through communication of intelligence through planet location systems. But you have to have balance with the vocabulary every single time you channel your divisions. Okay? So, YouTube, yeah. Yeah, you have a YouTube channel. Yeah, I recognize you platitude yourself and get into your voice and grids. Channel yourself out. You can do that through the Galactic 14 private link, or you can do it live with the public. But now what I want you to do, we have the test tomorrow. We'll get into that. But I want everybody, when they have a chance, is to get on live with the public, or, okay, the private link to the Galactic Force Team on Facebook, and just basically tell me what you saw on the core center of its Earth's surface. All right. So I think that's good. Commander healed my heart yesterday and my mind. See, that's it. That's King Archangel Azarth. You just call my name and I'll be there for you right away. Okay. I can be anywhere in seconds. I can be everywhere, everywhere. That's what it is. It means that my body activation is formless, shapeless. The energy system is just everything through energy, everything through balance. Okay. So right now, my energy, just with my thoughts, communicating with the universe has a code. Once you send the code and you break the code, I can be anywhere in seconds. So right now, I'm with everybody. I'm with everybody. Wherever you are through country system, it doesn't matter. I'm with you right away. You're going to feel the energy. You're going to feel the warmth. You're going to feel the resonance. You're going to feel the love. Okay? So I'm with everybody right now. That's what it means. That's where the soul can be. It can be anywhere in any second through traveling. So it's understanding the core system of its universe system, of its codes, and how to get there through its travel mechanism systems. All right? So I love you guys very much. Questions or comments, email, PayPal donations. Take it easy. Bye for now. AI Commander, Galactic Force Team, Galactic Forces. Calling it. Bye, everybody.